Hello everyone, welcome to CodeSlayer's YouTube channel. In this video series, we will learn about the basics of coding. If you are a coding beginner, then this is the right place for you to start with. So, coming towards coding, before learning coding, we should know some basic terminologies. The first terminology is computer. So, what is a computer? A computer, by definition, is a programmable machine designed to follow instructions. So these instructions are usually in the form of programs. So what are programs? Programs are instruction in computer memory to make it do something. This is set of commands which gives computer special directions through which a computer converts the input to output. So, what's hardware of a computer? Hardware is a physical and tangible component of a computer system. This is such component of a system that we can touch and see from our eyes. This can include the CPU, keyboard, mouse, and the monitor screen of a computer system. So, coming towards the software, software is an intangible component of computer system like operating system, programs, and applications. So, let's move towards operating system. We know that when we give an instruction or an input to a computer, it generates an output by consulting arithmetic and logic unit and the control unit of a computer. These units are responsible for applying specific formulas or specific codes onto the given data and then transform it into a useful information which is known as output. Now, what is an operating system? An operating system is set of instructions which is used for the sole purpose of taking inputs and processing the given data through the logical units and other units of a computer to produce a specific output. After operating system, let's move towards programming languages. There are three types of programming languages or coding languages. That is high level languages, middle level languages, low level languages. High level languages are usually closer to human language. These are also a kind of coding languages, but these are somehow related to human languages. Next is the middle level language, which uses mnemonics to create instruction, it is also called assembly language. Now let's move towards low level language. Low level language is a binary language, that is, it uses one and zeros to perform some tasks or give instruction to computer. This is usually used to directly communicate with the computer hardware. It is also called machine language because it is only understood by machines. Towards the levels of languages. In level of languages, there are low level languages, middle level languages, and high level languages, which were described before. So, in low level languages, we know that these languages are usually machine languages. They use ones and zeros to create instructions, like binary language. There's a sort of binary language. We can say that they are binary languages. So let's move to a middle level language. This is an assembly language. This uses mnemonics to create instructions. These this is an assembly language. So let's move towards the high level languages. A high level language is similar to human language. So we can say that COBOL, Fortran, Basic C, C++, and Java are high level languages because we human beings can understand these languages by understanding their syntax and the instructions given in those languages. So let's see how this coding actually works. So in the first step, we make a source code, which is in usually a high level language like C++. There is an example of C++ program which is usually used to print hello world on the screen. So this is a source code and this source code is sent to preprocessor. This preprocessor modifies the source code and then sends it to compiler. The compiler applies its formulas on the modified source code and produces an object code. This object code is sent to linker, which transforms it into executable code, which is usually a high level code. So because we have to start programming with a single language, then I'm thinking about starting it with Python or C++. I want you to comment down below and tell me which language should I start with. If there are not if there is not a good response from you guys, then I would definitely start with C++ because I have a command on that. I also have a command on Python, but I would like to start with C++. If you guys have any questions, then I would love to see your comments and the questions in that comments. I would try to answer each and every one of you, but if I could not, then I'm sorry for that in advance. And at the end, don't forget to subscribe Code Slayer